Hey everybody, happy Talkie Tuesday. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my studio. My name is Dori Patrick. I'm a mixed media artist and maker living and working in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I try to check in once a week and share little bits of my creative life. And as many of you know, we missed last week because it was just so cray-cray last week. And it's still cray cray. It's just it's on the other side of cray cray. Now things will be settling down again. But thank you for being here. This is going to be another little quick chatty video because I am coming back from a show. So as many of you know, I was in Plymouth, Michigan over the weekend for Art in the Park. And Plymouth is this lovely, cute, sweet little town. I guess the best way to describe it is it's between Detroit and Ann Arbor, kind of tucked in that little area. Sweet, sweet little town. And Art in the Park is a really big event. Holy moly. It's, I don't even know how many vendors we had, but it was a lot. And so I was there selling my wares. And so the reason I missed last week is I was scrambling to really get a lot of stuff. Just, the hardware on the back of paintings, the pricing, double checking everything, all those last minute little errands and things that you have to do before you go to a show. But let's see. We left Thursday and drove the whole way. It's about an 8-hour drive from Cedar Rapids. Sorry, I'm like got bubbles in my throat. Yeah, so it's about an 8-hour drive, and we drove all the way through on Thursday and did partial setup on Thursday night when we got there, and then Friday morning finished the rest of the setup, and then the show started Friday. So the show was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It was long hours. It's a long show. It's a big long show. We knew it. We knew what we were getting into, but and this is the show that had my artwork as the feature. I was the featured artist, and they used my split heads artwork for the promo material. So it was their posters, their t-shirts, and this is like the first hour back in my studio since we got back home, and I meant to grab the t-shirts that I got so I could show them to you, and I forgot them. But anyway, it was really sweet, and they just did such a great job at making me feel welcome, and they got us a little spot on the local news channel on Sunday morning. It was exhausting. It was a busy, busy, busy weekend. But I got to meet some friends who I know online, but, had never met in person. I got to see some friends who I have met in person and I had not seen for a very long time. And I made lots of new friends. Yeah, the Plymouth folks were just like really sweet, and it was really, really fun. I had a fun neighbor. Her name was Vivian, and we had a lot of fun together. Yeah, and the weather, I mean, it couldn't have been more perfect for an art show. It was sunny. It was warm. But I've been to hotter shows, so it was not that hot. We were just so thankful that we avoided storms and wind and all that jazz. It was raining a little bit Thursday right before we set up, so it was a little damp setting up, but it was not bad. So yeah. So the show ended Sunday evening. We got all packed up and got back to the hotel. We stayed Sunday night because we thought, you know what, we're gonna rest and then do the long drive the next day. So we came home yesterday, Monday. Did the 8-hour drive. We got home at a pretty decent hour because we got going early. We were anxious to get home. And yeah, so it's all good. We are this is re-entry time now. We are I'm kind of putting things away. This morning I had to run Otis, our chocolate lab, to the vet for some vaccinations, and we're getting back into everyday life, getting caught up on laundry. And I just literally got here to the studio a little bit ago. And since I missed last week, I wanted to catch up with you this week and just say, hey. And Michigan folks, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And to let you know that I am going to be working on an Etsy shop update. I have some small pieces left. I have a bit of a break now until my next show. My next show is not until September. So in that break, I think I'm going to release a few small pieces into the Etsy shop. And I'm going to give you guys plenty of notice. So keep an eye on the Facebook page and on the Instagram page. And I will try to give you some notice as to when those things are going to drop. So there's going to be some paintings, so some originals, which, as you know, doesn't happen very often in the Etsy shop. There are some new paper goodies, a few new kinds of note card packs, washi tape, maybe some washi tape. And something I'm going to work on today while I'm kind of getting back into the groove here is I have a few of those guardian angels that didn't get finished before that Des Moines show that I did. And so I'm going to work on those. I've got them. I'm sitting here at the sewing machine, as you can see. So I've got, some of these little gals that I just couldn't get to for that with that last batch. So I think there'll be some guardian angels in that Etsy shop update too. I'm thinking it'll be at least a week away, maybe 2 weeks away. We'll have to see how the next couple weeks go. But yeah, so there is always something to do. I'm never bored, but I guess I kind of like it that way. So we're gonna roll with it. I'm trying to think if there's any other news. The only other thing that's not art related really that's new in my life, and you can't see it now because I have popped them out, but I have recently started some ortho care um, with my dentist. I have always wanted to kind of straighten out my bottom teeth, and also I have a few little jaw issues that we are working on with some ortho care. So right before I left for Michigan is when all my stuff came in. So I actually started the expanders. So again, I don't have them in now. Otherwise I would be lisping and I still am trying to figure out how to talk with these things in. But I'm doing expanders right now. And then when we get the jaw expanded to the point where it's workable, then I'll do those. They're like Invisalign, the little trays. And so I'll go through a series of the trays. But the expanders are, if you know, they're kind of weird. They're kind of awkward. You kind of have to adjust them a little bit as you go along because there are pressure points inside your mouth. I have found that the top part is working like a charm. It's super easy. I don't have any pain up there. But my lower jaw, which is the whole point of doing this in the first place, has really been a lot harder. There are pressure points that we have to adjust for, and it's just going to have to go at a slower rate, if that makes sense. Anyway, all that to say, that is what's new in my life, and it's kind of weird. I've only been doing it for a week now. And it's this little dance of, I do a few days of progress, then we have to adjust them a little bit. And I think it's going to be slower going than I thought. But that's okay. That's okay, because I think my end result is going to be happier, healthier, less painful mouth and neck. Anyway, that's yeah, so that's my life update. And also it's hot. We were really lucky in Michigan to have, there were times when it was warm because we were on, blacktop, but the heat has really set in now here in this new week. It is in the 90s here in Iowa, and it's going to be all through the week. I think maybe we have some rain coming at the end of the week, but it's going to be just kind of hot and dry. And so it'll be a good time for me to just kind of hunker down here in the studio and kind of get back into the groove of things. But yeah, first night home last night, I slept really good. I slept like a rock. It's so nice to be back in my own bed. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you all are doing great. Thank you for your patience as I worked through this this was a big event, a big trip for me. And I'm really grateful that I did it. It was really a lot of fun. And I'm happy to be home, and I'm going to be getting back into my creative groove. I'm actually relieved to have a little bit of a breather for a while before I really have to hunker down and prep for the next show. So I have a lot of stuff at home I need to get done, and I also have a few things kind of brewing in my mind about the studio that I will tell you about more when I get things kind of figured out in my crazy head. But yeah, it's all good. And thank you for checking in. I think in the next couple of videos, we will do a few more journal with me videos. I have to kind of see what I've got for footage, but thanks for hanging in here. And I hope you all are staying cool. Happy summer. And I'll check in with you again soon. Bye-bye.